Hey guys, welcome back to a new episode. We're out here in the peak of leaf season in upstate New York. We've got a 12-mile adventure ahead of us. We're gonna see some iron mines from the 1700s, a fire tower, and hopefully catch a cook. Stick with me, this is gonna be a good one. Nice burl. Bear poop. Geez, second pile right next to each other. This one's a big one, man. Ooh. Big bear poop. Big bear poop. That's a size 13 boot. Check out this tree. Now that is a wizard staff growing if I've ever seen it. That's cool. Okay, so what we're looking at here is a test pit. It's kind of hard to get. You can see where the water is, but it's a big depression. You see this big depression in the ground here, right? This isn't just some random little vernal pool or something. This is it's a test pit. So what they did back in the 1600s in this area, 1700s, it's when they started mining for iron ore here. They would find locations that maybe had small traces of iron, and then they would shove a couple sticks of dynamite in the ground and boom, blow a hole just like this and see what they would get, if it was worth mining or moving on to the next location. So we're gonna see several of these along the way. This one's more obvious than others, but we'll see more as we go. This is the test pit we just took a look at, and right across the trail here we're gonna see another one. This one's a little deeper, so you see what I'm saying. And then right next to it is another one. So in this area, oh, this one goes down. This might actually be a very old mine right here. This is what this looks like. Okay, so we're starting to find some mines here. So there's water. All the mines in the location that I'm in are all backfilled. So yes, there's water in here. That's water. It's not just black into the abyss. Well, you can kind of hear it. That was a very good shot. So you see, this isn't just down to nothing. If I can throw a stick and reach it, you'll see the splash. There you go, bunch of water. And then right next to it, over here, another one. So you see, this is backfilled. I think these are test pits over here. I don't want to say this is a mine. It's a little small, but we're definitely getting closer to them. Wow, check that out. Here we go. We got a mine here. Very cool. So this is like a vertical mine. This is going straight down. Kind of hard to see. There are pillars down there. There's another pillar down in there. It's very hard to see. There it is. There's another one. Wow. So this goes straight down. I have no idea how deep this is. I don't have any rope with me or means to get down, so we're gonna leave this alone for sure. Just to kind of give you perspective here, it's hard to tell without, I don't want to get too close to the edge here. I'll be really in trouble. Oh, looks like some wintergreen. Yeah, so it's pretty deep. I have no idea where the water is. Let me see if I can find a rock right here to throw down here. This is just, this extends down further this way. I'll show you with the camera, but we'll see. I don't know. I don't know how deep. I don't know if there's water down there or what. Oh, there's the water. All right, so it looks like it just goes on forever, but there is water there. I guess if I did slid down, it wouldn't be that terrible to get back up, but no need to go down there. I'm by myself, so. Yeah, so this goes way over here, all the way down in there. Very cool. This looks like possibly more of the mine. It looks like some of the rock came collapsing down there. I gotta be careful because I'm in heavily populated black bear country. And with all these old mines, it makes perfect dens for mama bears with cubbies. Really got to be careful getting too close to these things. Just taking a 2-minute break. So we saw a couple mines, a couple test pits already. That's pretty cool. We're definitely going to see more of it. Today's a gorgeous day. It's about probably 50, 55 degrees right now. It's going to be a high of 65. Unseasonable for the end of October in this part of New York. Yeah, just enjoying the weather, enjoying this time. It's going to be cold quick soon, I believe. Rug pipe. Woo! So I'm gonna do a little fishing soon. Looking to catch a perch or a crappie. Couple of them. We'll cook them up. Hopefully, if not, then we don't. Good times. Good times. All right, let's keep it moving. So we're coming up on our next mine. You can see how with all these old stone walls built. Again, this is dating back to 1800s. The mining in this location closed down in 1925. Wow. So this is really filled in there. Wow. The water's high. It's never this high. Interesting. So there is a mine here. For sure, there's actually an entryway, but it seems to be flooded. Oh, that's a bummer. This actually goes down pretty deep, I believe. So here at the top of the mine, we just climbed up, you can't really see, but you can see where there's more test pits. There, another one here. This is a large depression. It literally looks like a bomb went off here, and that's what it is. A bomb went off. So clearly they did a few test pits in these areas, and then they've decided that there's enough samples to actually build a mine, and that's what they did. Ooh, fresh buck rub. Look at that. Nice. This is my way down. Little treacherous. All right, so we just got done seeing a couple mines. We're headed towards the main lake of this park. There's actually a mine underneath of that lake, 1,100 feet underneath the floor of the lake, which is 100 feet deep. So we're gonna get to that in a bit, the mine end of it at least, in a little while. We're gonna reach the lake, we're gonna do some fishing, hang out a little bit, hopefully catch something, make some lunch. Absolutely beautiful day. Absolutely beautiful day today. All the colors. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. This is what we call budget cuts. Love to meet the artiste. Cross country skiing that way. So I found some interesting tree here. This is called Devil's Walking Stick. Trying to focus here. There you go. So you can see the spikes on that, right? You don't want to grab a hold of that. That'll irritate your skin if it pierces it. You might get a small rash. Nothing crazy, but definitely a day killer, or at least that night, next day. And it's all around here. All this little stuff. You really need to watch what you're grabbing while walking in the woods, because you never know. You grab a hold of this stuff and you'll feel it. You'll know right away. It's hooking on me now. No bueno. This little beach area. No swimming. No swimming. So no luck in this spot. We're gonna keep moving. There's still some more fishing. Hopefully we get something. I'm getting hungry. If not, I gotta eat what I brought, but that's okay. Great day, great day. All right, so no luck on the fishing today. This is a lake trout lake. We are out of season. It ended last week. There's some big ones in here. There's been records of 30+ pound catches here from shore. No boats allowed. But there's everything else: pickerel, largemouth, smallmouth bass, perch, crappie, sunnies, the norm. But that's all right. Today we're having rice and beans with tuna for lunch. So we'll eat this. We'll keep on hoofing it. Got a couple miles till we reach the next mine, which extends underneath this lake. This is the lake I was talking about. It's about 100 feet deep. And then 1,100 feet underneath the floor is the mine. There'll be a picture and you'll get the gist of it. It'll be pretty cool. Explain a little bit of the history of it. Yeah, we still have a lot of exciting things to see. I'll show you the process of how they mine the ore and refine it. And then we're gonna head up to the fire tower, which unfortunately is closed due to repairs. It needs some of the steel at the foundation is starting to rot away. So we won't be able to go up it. We'll see it. We'll check it out. Gorgeous day. Gorgeous, gorgeous day. All right, lunch is over. Let's get it. All right, we made it to the mine. So, here it is. You know, it's not much to look at. It's a puddle of water. Again, backfilled and flooded. Well, at least this is flooded. Don't know about the mine. It'd be very interesting to know what the condition of the mine is. I guess we won't ever know. So you can see some of the original rails, the car rails, running down into the shaft. We are right about there, and you can see all these little dots, all these little squares here, these little markings, all represent a pillar or a column holding the actual floor of the lake up inside the mine. So it extends out halfway out to the lake. Here's like a kind of a picture. I guess 1920. This picture was taken in 1920. It shows what part of the inside of the mine. So you see here, the mine is 1,100 vertical feet below the lake surface at the shaft's end. The main shaft is 2/3 of a mile long and runs downward at an angle between 12 and 25 degrees. In some places it is over 1,000 feet wide. So I was saying, I wonder what the condition of the mine is actually in. It actually says right here, although filled with water, it was considered a dry mine when it was active, obviously. 3 pumps, one at the bottom of the mine, a larger one near the center of the shaft, and one at the surface. Very cool. It says the workers removed 2.5 billion pounds of high-grade iron ore from the lake mine between 1843 and 1923. So this mine was active from 1843 to 1925. So almost about 75 years. I'm not doing the math right now. But that's this mine. Other mines in this park have been discovered and in operation since the late 1600s. So this was the motor house. This held 2 motors that would lower and raise cable cars down in. Men and iron ore extracts. Right here is the mounting system for the motors. Right here you can actually see some of the original anchor bolts still in. This is where the motors were mounted. Surrounded by doubles walking sticking here. Eesh. No thanks. Eesh. Don't grab that. Don't do it. Watch what you're grabbing in the woods. You can grab this, you can grab poison ivy, you can grab poison oak, certain areas, poison sumac. Although you're going to find yourself deep in a swamp to find that stuff around here. Yeah. Watch what you're grabbing. So once the iron ore was pulled from the mine, it was then brought down on conveyor belts into the crusher, which is this. So this would crush the large samples of iron ore and make them smaller, obviously, bring it down the conveyor belt, which is kind of overgrown, and then into the dryer. So this would dry the iron ore and get it prepared for refinery, which we're going to go check out next. The old furnace. All right, here's the furnace. Not the original. The original was built in 1751. This was rebuilt in 1770. Not the columns and steel on top. That was actually built in the 1950s to preserve this site. And as you can see, the construction in the 1770s far surpassed the construction in the 1950s, because on top of that steel was a dome. And it is no longer there. In fact, I believe, to my knowledge, it only lasted about 25 years. The dome itself. These columns are all held up by ratchet straps, so they didn't even held together. They don't build it like they used to. All right, so here's one of the entrances to the furnace. So basically what they would do is drop the iron from the top down in here. It would melt and separate all the impurities. Separate the impurities from the iron itself. So you'd have pure pig iron. Alright, here's the other entrance. So during the Revolutionary War, a lot of the iron ore extracted from this mine was used not only for weapons, but also for your history buffs out there that know about the Great Chain that crossed the Hudson River from Fort Montgomery to keep the British from bringing their boats upriver. Was used to make some of those links. Not all the links, just some of them. Okay, just to give you an idea of how this worked. The ore would be brought down the bridge and dumped right down in the furnace. Basically self-explanatory. The ore would be removed from its impurities and then brought out. Here, if this was the original furnace, literally looks like a pile of rocks and mud. Just to get an idea of how big it was, there's some old timies standing next to it. And then now you have the second edition. Still standing strong too. The protection that was built to protect it needs protection. So I'm walking along, and on the trail we find this guy. Very random. I believe it's a crested bill cormorant, but dead in the woods. Dead in the woods? This is a weird spot. Like trail, woods, trail. Yeah, interesting. I have no idea. Disease, attacked, I have no idea. Looks like there's some sort of marks or indentations. There we go. I don't know. This is a weird find for sure. Sorry, bud. Sorry. Fortunately, it's closed due to structural integrity problems. Can't go up it. I've been up it before. I've been inside of it before. I've actually manned it before during brush fires about a decade ago. You have a great view of everything. You can see New York City from here. We're about 50 straight miles. Clear shot. I'm not gonna go inside here. There you go. Bummer. The cabin here is for overnight stays in the event. We gotta keep an eye on it throughout the night, though I've never spent the night here. It is a cool little cabin. It's got a wood burning stove, 2 bunks, no bathroom. There's an outhouse around the corner. Got a catchment system. I don't think this is used anymore. Up here really to do overnights. Electronics in there for radio, battery, power converter. It's a cool little spot. I tell you what though, there's ladybugs everywhere here right now. They're just covering everything. Hey little guy, where you going? Where you going? Look, they're just flying all over inside my hand. Holding my camera, it flies inside my hand. Pretty sweet. Love to go up it, but not today. So far today's been excellent. Clocked in about 9 miles so far. We've got about 3 or 4 more left. Luckily all downhill from here. Getting up to the fire tower is a bit of a workout. About 2 miles up. But we're here. Now we're gonna go down. I'm gonna go do a nice little rock scramble. See some nice streams on the way out. Glad you guys could come with me for this. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. We're gonna keep moving. Let's go.